Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to be talking about UFC 203, specifically Travis Browne versus Fabricio Werdum, the second fight. Now, these two have already met in the octagon once before. In the first fight, we expected Travis Browne to completely outstrike Fabricio Werdum because he was on a tear at that point. But then we all got surprised. We all got completely shocked and surprised, including myself. Now, I never underestimated Fabricio's striking. I really never did. But it really surprised me how clean it was for that fight. Because usually Fabricio Werdum does not have clean striking. And I don't mean that as an insult. The man is a phenomenal fighter. He has defeated a lot of men in that cage that we did not think he would be able to beat. So he is absolutely a phenomenal fighter. But he has not always had clean striking. But his improvement in his striking has been really mind-numbing. So in that fight, he completely 100% in every way, shape, or form dominated Travis Browne. He took him down, dominated him on the ground. He outstruck him, got him tired, was even taunting him at some points in that fight, and he won a clear, dominant 5-round decision. They're about to do it again. And as always, like every single rematch, it is a chance to see who the better student of martial arts is. The better student of mixed martial arts. With every single rematch, that's what it's about. Every rematch, it's about who is the better student. Who has more abilities? Who is able to learn more from the first fight and apply what they've learned to the second fight that they've had? Now, in the first fight, the man who has a lot to learn is Travis Browne. It's always the man who lost the first fight. He's the one that has so much to learn. He has a lot that he needs to improve on to be able to do well in this second fight. In the first fight, Fabricio Werdum kept things very simple. He was very brilliant. Now, that's the thing with Fabricio that always surprises me. Occasionally, he has flashes of incredible brilliance in the cage. His ability to outthink his opponents in there has always brought him success. That's how he was able to defeat Fedor Emelianenko. That's how he was able to beat him. He got dropped, pretended that he was rocked way more than he actually was. Fedor jumped on top of him and got submitted. He has done that in a lot of his fights. The man has an ability to outthink his opponents in there. And when he is playing the thinking man's game, there are very few people on this planet that can actually beat Fabricio Werdum. Now, in his last fight against Stipe Miocic, he just went full retard. He wasn't thinking at all. He went out there, ran head first into a punch, and got knocked out. And I was left scratching my head thinking, what on earth? How do you perform so brilliantly against Cain Velasquez, make all the right decisions? You went up to the fight place, spent all that time getting acclimated to the freaking altitude, and then you go out there and you do something as stupid as running headfirst into a man who hits as hard as Stipe Miocic. So sometimes Fabricio Werdum has flashes of brilliance, and then other times he does things that are just incredibly stupid, and you're like, what the hell are you doing? Once again, I am not trying to insult the man. No disrespect whatsoever. I'm just telling you how I see it. In this fight against Travis Browne, he needs to go back to what he did well in the first fight. So what did Fabricio Werdum do well? Well, first of all, he played the counter game. That's very important. It's important that he played the counter game because he is faster than Travis Browne. He's a faster man in there. He has faster hands. I believe his combinations are a lot cleaner. So when the fight started out, he kept his distance a little bit. He backed up and he played the counter game. When he found the opportunity, he took Travis Browne down. He took him down, laid on top of him, worked his jiu-jitsu, tired him out. Now, Fabricio is a man who does not have bad conditioning. I don't think I've ever seen him have a fight where his conditioning was bad. He has pretty good stamina, and he was able to tire out Travis Browne. And the second Travis Browne got tired, his punches got extremely sloppy. His speed went down even more, and Fabricio was able to pick him apart the whole entire time. That was something very smart he did. He also used very accurate strikes. Strikes that Travis Browne has been known to not defend very well. One of those strikes is the inside leg kick, the lead leg kick. Fabricio used that kick very, very well in the first fight. He also used the rear leg kick, the outside leg kick. That was a very effective strike against Travis Browne. He used the switch kick to the body, the lead switch kick to the body. That is a very, very effective Muay Thai technique, and he used that very well against Travis Browne. He also had a very interesting jab. His jab was it's not the cleanest jab in the world, but it worked. It worked against Travis Browne, and he used that very effectively. He did not throw a lot of strikes that did not have any purpose. A lot of his techniques that he threw in that fight was designed to land, and that's why he was able to pick Travis Browne apart so much. To win this fight, this second fight, he needs to do the same exact thing. If he has the opportunity, take down Travis Browne. Work him on the ground a little bit. You're the better grappler. Work him a little bit. Wear him out a little bit. Get him tired a little bit. When he stands back up, keep your cool. Do not bum rush him. Do not try to get a spectacular finish, because that's what happens. You have an amazing performance and you try to top that. You destroy Cain Velasquez by finishing him and you try to top that in your next fight. That's how you end up making mistakes. Do not go out there thinking, I have to get a spectacular finish. I have to do something spectacular here. That's how you run into trouble. Just go out there and fight your fight. Remain disciplined and fight your fight. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Throw strikes that are designed to land. Use accurate strikes. It doesn't matter if you win by decision. It doesn't. You won the fight. Just use accurate strikes. Focus on those. Focus on the techniques that worked for you in the first fight. That's all he needs to do, and he wins this fight. For Travis Browne, he has a lot to learn. So much to learn from the first fight. And I believe he might have learned. I don't know how intelligent Travis Browne is in there. I really don't. I've seen him make some very interesting mistakes in the cage. Once again, no disrespect to the man, but he has a lot to learn. And he needs to really show improvement in this fight. He needs to look at Fabricio Werdum and see the man for what he is. He's a brilliant guy. And he needs to try to be smart as well in there. In the first fight, the one strike that constantly brought Travis Browne success was the front kick to the body. He used that strike very, very well. And every single time he threw that strike, Fabricio would back up. He would hit him with it and knock him back. Hit him with it and knock him back. He used that the whole 5 rounds, and it worked. Secondly, when Travis Browne started off that round, he came out in a very wide stance. That wide stance is important for a reason. When you're the taller man and you want to keep your opponent at bay, it is good to come out with that open wide stance where your arms are kind of out like that. You keep your opponent at bay and you're able to dictate the distance. Before he comes in, you see exactly what he's about to do, and you have enough time to get yourself ready for a counter. I believe Travis Browne should use long techniques. Only long techniques. Forget round strikes. Forget about the hooks. Forget about the head kick. He tried to throw the head kick in the first fight. That just tires you out. That just wears you out. You're not really going to land that. You're going to get out of balance and probably get taken down. If he's going to throw a head kick, I would go with the lead head kick. It's a faster head kick, and Travis Browne used that pretty decently in the first fight. I would completely take away the spinning kick. He tried that spinning kick a few times in the first fight. It did not work at all. I would not go back to it. It is a high energy technique. And for you to use that shot, you got to be Edson Barbosa. You got to be lightning fast with it. It has to be accurate, and it has to do damage. So forget about that kick. Focus on accurate shots, just like Fabricio Werdum has to focus on accurate shots. If Travis Browne keeps Fabricio on the outside, does not expend a lot of energy, takes his time, keeps his open stance, his wide stance, keeps him at bay. Yes, he will be susceptible to those leg kicks, but at the very least, you will see things coming a lot better. And he uses his front kick to the body to keep him at bay and keep using that technique. I really believe he wins this fight. I truly, honestly believe it. He needs to worry about the takedowns. He cannot get taken down. If you end up on your back against Fabricio Werdum, I don't care who you are. That is a fight that you're not going to win. He is an incredible Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. So, who do I think wins this fight? Honestly, I'm going to go with Fabricio Werdum again because that first fight just showed me a lot. It really did. I don't have enough time in the day to talk about that first fight. The first fight really showed who the better striker is. Not only that, it showed who the smarter fighter is. Now, which version of Fabricio are we going to see? Are we going to see the brilliant Fabricio Werdum that does not make a lot of mistakes, keeps everything in tight, uses Muay Thai like he's supposed to use Muay Thai? Or are we going to see the reckless Fabricio Werdum that just pushes forward for no reason and gets knocked out? Are we going to see that? I don't know. But what I do know is that if the Fabricio Werdum that I know comes out there and does what he's capable of, he's going to win this fight. I don't think he's going to finish Travis Browne. I really don't. I think he wins this fight again by decision. I think he might be able to get Travis Browne down at least one time. He's going to use his grappling to kind of wear him out. Travis Browne is very good at getting back up. And I think he might have a way to actually win this fight by decision. So, my prediction, Fabricio Werdum defeats Travis Browne by decision. That's my prediction for the fight, and we're going to see how that goes. I'm very, very curious to see who the better student is. Very curious to see who has learned more from the first fight. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below who you think is going to win. Let me know how you think they're going to win, and I am very, very eager to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next prediction, which is going to be Overeem versus Stipe Miocic. Thanks for watching.